It's the Thursday drivers' press conference from Singapore, and joining us today in part one are Fernando Alonso of McLaren, Lewis Hamilton of Mercedes and Jolyon Palmer of Renault. Fernando, can we start with you? What news have you? Are you happy with the direction things are going with the McLaren situation?
I will think what is the best option, and as I said many times, whatever I do next year is because I want to win. Formula One is my first and only priority, so I will wait to make a decision on that before making decisions on other series. And at the same time, I want to give time to my team. I want to stay loyal at least to that, and not make any decisions without them making first their decisions.
Coming on to Lewis Hamilton, there is the feeling you might be up against it a bit more here compared to Spa and Monza from the Ferrari side, and possibly Red Bull as well.
Yeah, I think Red Bull will be fast this weekend, and it's known that it's not going to be the easiest of weekends potentially, but man, I'm coming with positivity and with the plan on winning this race. This is still, regardless if that is the case, the others potentially have a little bit more downforce or whatever it is. We've worked as hard as we can to understand the car, and we come here with full attack.
And coming to you, Jolyon, clearly there's been a fair bit going on behind the scenes in Formula One in the last few weeks, particularly around Renault and the teams it's going to supply in the future. What does it all mean for you?
I'm just focused on doing the job that I'm doing, so I try not to pay any attention to that sort of thing. Every time something happens, we're finding out why, learning from it, and we keep getting different problems. But hopefully we've put a stop to that now, and I think, like I said, the car's going to be strong, especially in these next few races. So finally I can show what I can do and score some points.
Jolyon, there's some suggestions you won't be in the car in Malaysia and that you'll be replaced by Carlos Sainz. So has the team told you anything about that? Are you expecting to be in the car at the next race?
Yes, I have a contract. I've got 7 more races this year. There's been suggestions for, I think, 35 races that I might not be in the next one or in the next few. So this is nothing new for me. It's water off a duck's back now. It's the same, I think, probably, most races this year it's been the case, and nothing's changed.
Fernando, are there options from America, maybe from Indy, if things don't work out in Formula One for you?
There are options everywhere, and they are all very good. So you just need to be patient and wait a couple of weeks.
Joining us in part two, we have Kevin Magnussen of Haas, Daniel Ricciardo of Red Bull and Lance Stroll from Williams. Kevin, start with you. Good record here with points on your previous 2 visits. You and Romain both look good in Monaco as well. So is there some optimism at Haas this weekend?
I'm quite positive about the weekend, but to compare with Monaco was quite okay for us, but a lot of things have changed since then. Other teams have been developing. So have we, but it's difficult to say if we're going to be as competitive. But we'll see. I'm positive.
Daniel, coming to you, new Go Faster haircut, is it?
It's pretty aerodynamic.
Good.
I won't take the top off.
We'll see it in due course.
It's a bird's nest up there.
Front row of the grid, the last 2 years here at Singapore, last 3 years on the podium. Does the car you have this year allow you to dream of more than that?
I think so. I believe so. We've certainly got stronger and stronger, and I think the high downforce circuits this year we've been pretty good, but getting better. Coming here with a few updates as well, we should be there. It doesn't seem like these sort of circuits this year are a strength of Mercedes either, so I think it can bring Ferrari and us really in that battle. So.
Lance, coming to you. On some tracks this year, you've been right there from the get-go. Is that just a question of feeling, or is it something more technical than that? And from what you know of Singapore, do you think this is likely to be another one?
It's a combination of driving, feeling, and the car as well. I don't know here at Singapore. I mean, it's a bit different everywhere. I quite enjoy street circuits. It's fun when there's a consequence if you make mistakes. I think it makes it a bit more exciting. Obviously, it's frustrating when you do hit the wall and stuff. I'm not saying that, but I'm looking forward to driving around here. Hopefully, the car can be competitive this weekend.
To the three of you, how heavily are you involved in social media? Do you see it as a way to engage fans and bring new fans, younger fans, into the sport in the future?
In Monza, I think they put the GoPro on Lewis's champagne bottle and sprayed that in. So that was like a driver's point of view of what standing on the podium's like. So little things like this even for me watching it, I was like, that's really cool. So I can imagine a fan watching that. It's pretty awesome. So I think they're doing great things, and I think it's only going to get better. And for us personally, as long as we stay in control of our own things, then I don't think there's anything wrong with it or any danger of it getting out of hand. So I think it's pretty good.